Barkeep, barkeep, where do you keep your whiskey? Where are you? Back here, you son of a biscuit. Okay, hey everybody, this is Snapskip. Sorry for that drunkenness there. This is Snapskip Showcase, and I'm coming at you alone today. Um, we've got a lot of kind of family traveling and stuff like that, so the uploads are going to be kind of difficult. So I'm trying to do a whole bunch of episodes at once. And we actually had recorded this before, but we lost some of the recordings because Guy's computer went through some like retrofitting and stuff like that with new parts, and one of the videos kind of got like corrupted. And it happened to be my episode, so awesome. So I am standing in my saloon slash inn slash brothel, if you will. Not really a brothel, but kids don't look up that word. It's basically like a hotel, and there's like a little overlook. This probably would be better if the place was bigger. There's some really plain rooms. I didn't really decorate too much in here. But I did throw down like some rugs, and the rooms aren't exactly identical, but mostly they are. They all have like tables and, you know, nightstand sort of things, beds and whatnot. And there is an attic, but it's very, very, very plain. Yeah, there is like just like a back door. Got like a little saloon thing here. Yeah. So that's the saloon. It's kind of nice looking. I like the roof and everything. Yeah, it looks. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I tried to do like kind of an Adobe sandstone style for all these buildings. Like this is very Adobe right here. This is like a border crossing building. Say if you were like going over the border, this is like you're entering the desert, and you know whoever owns this land, this desert or whatever, they give you permission to cross through. So I was just kind of thinking of excuses for buildings and stuff like that, because sometimes you're not sure what you're gonna build. And yeah, this was actually a mine that me and McMumu dug originally, because we were playing on my Xbox map together a lot, and we found like this huge chasm down there and all that cool stuff. But there's not really a lot of building down there. We did come up with this really neat thing where you kind of go up here, and my train that I was working on in the other part was eventually going to come out here, and may still come out here. And this was going to be an elevated train platform. And this was McMumu's idea right here, where it's really cool, where you can't really possibly fall even if you back up, because you just get caught by the ladders all the way down. And this center structure thing was all his idea, and pretty darn cool looking. And it was a much smaller building originally, and I just kept this one part that he built that I really, really liked and I thought was really clever. So that's all. That middle section there is all McMumu. And yeah, here's like a caged in area, and you know, some of this isn't just because you know, the whoever would run this building is a jerk or anything like that. It's also because the desert isn't really safe to travel at night. I mean, if you've ever been in the desert at nighttime in the game or whatever, it's like really ridiculously full of mobs and really flat and hard to get away from anything. And yeah, and this over here, this would be really cool with like maybe some mods or something. Like I know Galacticraft has oil. I'm not sure what other mods, like just a mod by itself that would have that, because I know Galacticraft is not a mixture of mods that adds metals and things to make the ships and stuff. But if we had that, that'd be really cool, so that, you know, it looked like oil was coming out and shooting out. And here's like an oil pump, which I think is pretty cool. This was really hard to make and get the right shape and everything, and it took me a couple tries, because I tried to do it just with all fences, and it just didn't look right until I added stairs and blocks and stuff, and it really helped. And It might look like a little Eiffel Tower-ish, but I think it definitely looks like an oil rig. You can see my quartz tower stuff over there that we saw in the last episode. And this is pretty cool. This is the blacksmith for this area. I tried to do a little bit different style. I mean, you saw my first blacksmith area in one of the very first episodes. Just a little simple back door. Just tried to make it slightly different than the other one. Maybe a little less house-like and more, you know, just, you know, you're in the desert and like the Wild West and kind of areas where it's like you're against the elements. There's a lot of like homey things that you don't have, like nice comforts and stuff like that, so it looks really basic, I guess. But I think it's pretty cool. I got like a lava going here and there's like fire on either side, and it just looks really neat. And yep, there's the anvil and like a countertop, and I don't know, I wasn't sure really what else to do in here. This is my second attempt and I think it looks pretty cool. Let's see, and I have an upstairs, which is really neat idea I had, because you have like valuables and stuff, and jewelry shop basically. I mean, it takes a little imagination here, but you got like glass cases where they would have nice carpet on top and stuff, so it looks all nice, and maybe like some jewels would be displayed here, or some necklaces or something, or rings, things like that, and money would be in there. And yeah, so like a shop for like precious valuables and like really like expensive stuff maybe up here. And for the stuff that, you know, maybe people need like put away, like special jewels and stuff, or really valuable stuff. As you can see, I got some diamond blocks and emerald blocks and lapis lazuli, because I couldn't think of anything else. You're kind of limited. I probably could have done like an iron block or something like that, but I thought lapis kind of looked cool with those other two blocks. Yeah, so that's the jewelry shop slash blacksmith. I kind of thought it was a cool idea to put them together in one building and have it be like the top be different. Because a lot of times, like even today, like you have that where like there's a shop above another shop. So I thought that was neat. Oh yeah, and on top of this Adobe thing, the border crossing thing, McMumu came up with a billboard of sorts, and unfortunately when the map was transferred over, I think I mentioned this before, a lot of the item frames like popped off of things and stuff, and there's certain things like that. I think mining carts too popped off, and that was unfortunate. Let's see, before I go any further, we've got yeah, I have cats everywhere. If I didn't mention it before, which I think I did, my Xbox map was pre-jungle update, so I had no jungle on my map, and they limit the size on the Xbox. So I never had a jungle ever, and then once the update hit, then I had cats everywhere in all different biomes that make no sense. This is a bridge that I made. I kind of wanted a bridge with two towers on either side, and they're not huge towers. I don't know if it's exactly how I intended it to come out, and maybe with different wood types I might like it a little more, but I think it actually looks pretty cool for like a foresty bridge. And it's like the idea and my intention was kind of having a two-level bridge that could support, and I probably have to make this taller because this is only 2 high. Oh no, wait, this is 3 high, but some of this stuff hangs down and stuff. To have like horse travel down here and have pedestrian travel up top. Sorry that came out so weird. Also, which I keep looking at, and you might be wondering what it is I kind of had this idea for like a kind of Gungan city, like underwater, sort of like kind of fishbowl, like glass spheres, and it was just kind of one of my more experimental ideas. And yeah, this one's kind of bigger. I have a small scale one, and And then I have like this totally like kind of more traditional underwater house in one of my areas, and I think I like this one best. It actually kind of looks like it's just a reflection of what's above the surface if you're walking by and you look at it really quickly. But the idea was to have a whole bunch of these connected, but also on the Xbox map it'd be behind in updates compared to the PC. There were no like really deep ocean biomes, so I didn't really have a lot of room to work with under the water. So it was just kind of an idea that got put to the side until maybe like there were like future updates and stuff to where I could do more with it. Let's see. I'm not sure that I showed this off. This is my plane. Yeah, here we go. You can actually sit in the cockpit because I threw a minecart in here on a track. And you just kind of look around. It's just kind of neat to be able to like sit in here. And let's hit shift to get out. And yeah, we'll close that up. But yeah, I thought that was pretty creative. I think it really looks like kind of like an old-fashioned biplane. I kind of wanted this world to be a mix of like fantasy, but maybe have some like kind of steampunk sort of ideas, like maybe have some ships made of wood, and this is like my first attempt at that. And the airship over there, same thing, that you kind of fades in and out of the shot here. Yeah, so the last thing we're probably going to look at, and while we're going there, we're going to pass over my attempt at making a really long, what I thought was a really long railroad track to get like an achievement on the Xbox, but turned out to be way longer than I thought it was. Also, this area here used to be a village, and I just totally destroyed it with TNT. But anyways, oh, there's this guy. In our last recording, Dude Collar, he knows how much I love villagers, and he just like spammed them everywhere. So this is cool. There's this big obelisk sort of inspired tower that has water. Is there water? Yeah, there's water running through it with glowstone around it. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to make a neat pattern and everything like that. And I made this sort of temple pyramid thing, and I wanted it to be like a sandstone sort of Egyptian pyramid, but I thought Egyptian pyramid might be a little simple and like kind of boring, so I pulled in like kind of like Mayan sort of, a little bit of like a Mayan pyramid look, and maybe I know there's kind of like pyramids in like Thailand or something like that. I think I know there's other pyramids, like there's different types of pyramids in different parts of the world. I think maybe I'm thinking of Cambodia or something like that. I know there's other types. And yeah, so this is pretty cool. Another thing I should say is these two buildings over here, or these three buildings, I did mention that McMumu and I created this one, or at least part of this one together. But he actually started two buildings here, and he just kind of had a basic idea and didn't really know what to do with it, and then he told me that if I wanted to come through and kind of rebuild them, that was fine. So these are rebuildings of things that McMumu started, and he actually kind of gave me the inspiration for the jewelry shop. I just kind of changed it up a little. So I definitely wanted to give him credit there, because McMumu is pretty cool. I know he hasn't been in episodes in a long time, but we're going to be starting other playlists and things like that. And actually, we're going to be playing a lot of other games eventually. We've just been having some like hardware issues and things like that. Saigai really wants to do Ori and the Blind Forest, and me and Saigai are playing Don't Starve together, and we have recordings for that hopefully will be up soon. And I'm also getting a new computer, so I will be looking into other games that I can play, possibly some Xbox games. This is another rebuild that I wanted to show real quick just before we end this. this was just this kind of random glowstone structure that McMumu had built, and I built a kind of stone structure around it. It kind of looks like the something from like my swamp area, just without the vines. But I think it looks pretty cool. I really liked how it popped up out of the ground and it glowed and just looked really neat. So yeah, this has been this Snapships Snapships. This has been Snapships Snowcase. Yeah. Yeah. So let me try that again. This has been Snapskip Showcase, and it's been really great to have you guys. I hope you like some of the ideas I came up with. I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, this has been the desert for my Xbox map. So I will see you guys later, and thanks for